Well, Kendall, Almerico, the Sicilian crowdfunder.
There we go. There we go. Thank you, Matthew.
Tampa, Florida. Well, you got two great sites. Actually, Click Start Me, which is a crowdfunding site for anybody to raise money. Okay, there it is. And Crowd It Forward. Now that's your nonprofit. Ah, that's the left hand and the right. So how'd you come in to start Click Start Me? Why? I mean, you're a lawyer. Why does a lawyer want to do this stuff?
It's funny, Matthew. As a lawyer, I used to help people start businesses. That was part of my practice. People would come in, they needed to raise money, they needed to start business, they needed to grow businesses. I'd help them do that. About 2007, you couldn't get money anymore. So I was like, hey, let's figure out a way to get these people money to start businesses. And when crowdfunding hit in about 2009, I said, that's the way to do it. I'm going to jump into this. I'm going to help people start businesses and bring back the American dream.
Wonderful. In other words, you saw your business going away, so this was...
All right, don't say that. No, my business was thriving. I added this to it.
Right. Well, I mean, it's all helping people. You know, I mean, you have small businesses. How are you going to help them? They come to you, I guess. How are you going to help them to survive? And so Click Start Me is really started as entrepreneurs to find venture money to start their ideas, huh?
Yeah, or anybody that wants to fund a film or write a book or do anything that they want to put out, anybody that has a product, anybody that needs to raise money for a business, a personal need, anything at all, they can come to Click Start Me and they can raise money.
So how complicated is it to get set up and start doing this, or how expensive is it for somebody to do this?
Matthew, it costs nothing for someone to zero. Absolutely zero. It's free. No, it really is. I mean, you go on any of the sites that do this. We're not the only one. Click Start Me is one of many. But you go on. It doesn't cost you anything to get started. You can create a project in just a few days. You can have everything up and running. You can start generating some income, some money coming in for you just in a couple of days. No upfront cost. The sites charge you a fee out of whatever you raise, a small fee. It's usually about 10% overall, including credit card processing, out of whatever you raise. So there's no real risk. It's a great way to get a product out there.
So in a few days, you can have your business idea, get it online. It costs you nothing. Instead of when the money comes in, then for the credit card processing and the percentages you take, it's like 7–10%, and that's all. If you're getting money, they got to give you some.
Well, listen, we got to run the site. We got to do something. But the real truth to the matter is, I say it's that easy. In reality, the people that are successful and raise a lot of money, they do a lot of preparation before they start. They get together their team of people to promote. They go to the media. They start doing the things they're going to need to do, not when they launch, but before they launch, because preparation is one of the big keys to crowdfunding.
So in other words, do you have something like to help them to figure out, hey, this is what you should do before they click on your button, kind of thing, or what?
Matthew, that was the #1 reason I got into this. The complaints about the big sites that are out there, the big boys that are controlling the market when we got involved, were you don't get any help. No one tells you what to do. You are on your own. Hey, come on here. And 90% of people fail at crowdfunding because they don't have any help. We give hands-on help. That was the first thing I said. We're going to help people from day one. We'll help you write your project. We'll help you script your video. We'll help you promote it, because people need to know how to do that. That's why they come to the crowdfunding expert or come to Click Start Me, because we give you that hands-on.
Well, now that kind of help. I mean, is this your lawyer fees that you're doing to help them, or?
I don't charge them anything. I don't charge them anything. I get involved with some. Our staff gets involved with some. What we do is we guide them through it. Send us your draft of your script. Send us your marketing plan. Let us give you suggestions. Let us go out to the media for you. Let us send out a press release for you. Let us do some things to help you generate that marketing buzz, because this crowdfunding stuff, Matthew, it's all about promotion, promotion, promotion. You've got to promote, you've got to market.
So if nobody knows you're there, man, nobody's going to give you money to help you.
No, but listen, you're wearing a suit with question marks all over it, and that's why people remember you, because you figured out to do something that was really memorable, that differentiated you, but also to promote, promote, promote. And that's what it's all about, is figuring out that way to promote yourself.
So it's the same thing on that. So whether you're a musician and you have a new CD you want to bring out, or you got a new coffee shop you want to do, or a web business that you're thinking about, all that could be done on your site, huh?
Everything can be done on Click Start Me, and then on Crowd It Forward, which is our charity site, we go out and we do random acts of crowdfunding for people. We raise money to help people that have done good deeds or people that are in need. It's a little different story there.
Yeah. So no, I mean that's a wonderful idea. I mean, the Crowd It Forward is really, you're identifying superheroes and people and helping problems. I mean, like the shooting in Chicago and other things. Or I love that story, the vet who's cleaning up the the mall in Washington, D.C. because they were on strike in the government or whatever.
Yeah, people do good deeds. They're in the news for a day or two, and then it disappears. By us saying, let's raise a little bit of money for this person. Let's do something nice. Chris Cox, the gentleman who cleaned up and mowed the Washington Mall during the strike, we funded getting him a new chainsaw for his business just as a reward for him doing something great. You know, and it keeps it in the news. It keeps people talking about good news. There's so much bad news out there. We love to get that good news out to people.
Now, also, what is the contest? I'm intrigued about too. What are they about?
Well, we decided when we started Click Start Me that we were going to do some contests because people love reality shows. They love, you know, Dancing with the Stars and you know, America's Got Talent, all these shows. So we have a component of our site where we do contests. We did a spokesmodel contest where we flew spokesmodels from all over the country to Las Vegas to compete against each other to be our spokesmodel. And we had a great winner, Ashley Alexis, a wonderful model out of New York and Boston, who's great. We're doing a contest for products and inventions coming up in the next 6 months. So people that have inventions, that we're going to fly them down. We're going to do sort of a Shark Tank-like finale that we're going to webcast. And so we always have something exciting, some trip involved, some prize involved. It's always something fun.
So that's another thing. I mean, people looking at us now that could go to your site and maybe apply to be, you know, a contestant on for your business idea, right?
Absolutely, anything. And we're constantly adding new contests. That's part of what we do on Click Start Me because they're fun. People like fun. Our motto is we put the fun in crowdfunding.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, they're getting a lot of like Wall Street types are coming into this business. It's getting a little banky.
Yeah, no, you're right, and that's coming next year. You know, we all have heard that there's going to be equity crowdfunding where you can actually sell a piece of your business, sell equity, sell stock in your business. We're going to be in that game also. That's more serious stuff. Right. That's security sales. That's Wall Street. That's a different story. But that's also important for people out there starting businesses.
But right, because actually here it eliminates, unfortunately, the lawyer fees that have to go through SEC regulation. Yeah.
I think lawyers make enough fees as it is, Matthew. So I mean, I listen. As a lawyer, you know, one of the things I always say is I have to deal with lawyers all the time. So it's worse than most people. You know, let's get them out of this picture. Let's let people raise money.
I trust your heart on this. I see in your literature you said you got into this because being a lawyer was so boring.
Hey, listen, you know, I mean, I'm wearing my lawyer costume here today, but I tell you, if I took off my jacket, you would see. I'm wearing my Matthew Lesko, my money signs. You know, I've got them on my shirt just because I wanted to make sure people understand. This is what we do at Click Start Me. We raise money to help people.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so clickstartme.com. That's where you go and your idea, whatever it is, and you do a lot of personal help to get people on the site and start raising money, you know, within days. You know, if they're organized, and you help them organize. And then the other one is Crowd It Forward, where if you have an idea that you will choose to raise money for some superhero in life that you could suggest that you'll raise money, and that's your nonprofit, right?
Yeah, it's a nonprofit. All the donations to Credit Forward are tax deductible. What we're looking for is people that have done random acts of kindness, and then we find those people and we do a random act of crowdfunding, do something nice for them. It's our way of paying it forward, as we call it, crowding it forward.
Right. Well, wonderful. Well, good for you. Thank you, Kendall. Thanks for being there, and thank you, Hemp, for these services out there to help people. And it doesn't cost them anything to do it.
That's the thing. Thank you, Matthew, for having me on. I appreciate it.
You bet. Take care.
Take care. High five.